In this video, I would like to explain the security agreement that underlies a secure transaction. Now remember that secure transactions come into being because the debtor and the lender, they agree to structure the transaction. So nobody can force you into a secure transaction. Neither the lender can be forced into a secure transaction, nor the debtor can be forced into a secure transaction. So you could say that secure transaction is a consensual transaction where the parties enter into the transaction by means of a contract. Now the question is that what is the evidence of a security agreement? Should the security agreement must always be in writing? Can the security agreement be in some other form? Can a security agreement be oral? And the answer to these questions is a little complex. Of course, nothing prevents the parties from having a written security agreement. And most prudent parties would have a written security agreement properly signed by both parties. Even though sometimes the law of secure transaction defines security agreement as an agreement that creates a security interest in favor of the lender. And it doesn't require that the debtor also sign the security agreement. But in reality, the contract is going to be signed by both parties, the debtor as well as the lender, called the secured party. So we will, discuss from a realistic viewpoint rather than from a highly formalistic viewpoint, that a security agreement is an agreement between the parties to enter into a secure transaction, in most cases to obtain a loan and provide a security in the form of personal property to secure that loan, so that if you don't pay back the loan, the lender can possess the property, the collateral, sell it and get their money back. But the security agreement does not have to be in writing. And I think that is the point I want to emphasize in this video. Now, for centuries, many things have been so wedded to paper that we think that writing and paper are indispensable for the preservation of rights. But remember, writing and signature are simply the evidence of a contract. The contract is more abstract. These are a set of negotiated terms between the parties. And therefore, the contract and the evidence of a contract may be separated in order to understand the point I'm making. Now, you could have a security agreement, but what is the evidence of a security agreement? Now, could you have a security agreement on a video tube? Can you have a recorded security agreement in an audio file? Can you have a security agreement by means of a fax? Can you have a security agreement by means of an email exchange? And the answer to all these questions is yes. So the modern law of secure transactions does not require that the security agreement has to be in writing. It could be in any form that is retrievable and which evidences the terms of the security agreement. So that's why the modern law of security agreement uses the word record instead of writing. So the record of security agreement could be a writing, but the record of a security agreement could also be in other forms. Like there could be an audio record, there could be a video record, there could be an email record. So if all these records are retrievable, then we would say that the evidence of the security agreement has been preserved.